Live here in Atlanta, Georgia, we welcome you to the very first episode of ZCW Destruction. Hello there, everyone. My name is Zaiah. I am one of your lead commentators here for ZCW Destruction, and what a show we have for you tonight. We will hear from the ZCW PRIDE Champion himself, Xander, as we look to see what his future holds as being the new ZCW PRIDE Champion. Malik Brown will also be in action later tonight and will hopefully give us a bit of an update after what happened at Turmoil regarding him and Jon Moxley. Also, Shinsuke Nakamura set to appear here tonight as he addresses the crowd after his match against Sami Zayn for the ZCW World Championship back in Turmoil. Where's Nakamura's head out? And also in our main event, Jamal Bedlam takes on Braydon Goldman for the first time ever for the #1 contendership for the ZCW Megaton Championship. Who is going to fight Guerrilla Black for the Megaton title come Devastation? But we are going to start off tonight with a grudge match as Adelaide White-Winter makes her ZCW debut against the Panther, Vanessa. As you can see, the silhouette in the smoke. That, of course, being none other than Adelaide White-Winter. A woman who was brought in by the graces of KCB and Tia Benson as a favor from them being roster mates down on the SRW roster, also known as Scarlet Road Wrestling. Adelaide White-Winter, currently one half of the UWL Charge Tag Team Champions, along with Kane Fox. And after what happened on the last episode of ZCW on YouTube, you gotta think she's looking for a bit of revenge. Not only what happened on ZCW on YouTube, but what happened at Turmoil when Vanessa officially joined up with the Masterclass, taking out Adelaide in the process and costing KCB and Tia Benson to begin with. Speaking of which, there she is, the newest member of the Masterclass, none other than the Panther herself, Vanessa. I think very fair to say a turn that nobody saw coming when it came to Vanessa. I mean, we know that she's been getting a lot more aggressive as of late. I mean, pretty much tell for the fact we haven't seen Sadie Gibbs here in ZCW for ever since the Prestige Festival. But Vanessa joining up with the Masterclass, now seemingly taking the charge of the entire group. Vanessa is now leading a very dangerous faction here in ZCW. And not only do they have the attention of Adelaide, KCB, and Tia Benson, but they've also got the attention of the ZCW Women's Champion, Alexis Boone, because after Alexis Boone's match with Toni Storm back at Turmoil, Vanessa would attack her and Patricia. So you know, oh, Vanessa is out here making a lot of enemies, and Adelaide starting off this contest with the loose ass press and mounted punches. Adelaide not going for the collar and elbow tie-up, she's going straight at it. And this is how you kick off a debut episode of ZCW Destruction. Adelaide now, Irish whip off the ropes, ducks down. And now, oh my goodness gracious. Going out the ropes here after the drop kick. Adelaide with the crossbody, nearly taking herself out in the process. Goodness me. Adelaide now taking Vanessa here. And just gonna smash her head into the steel steps. One thing we have to mention is that, is Adelaide just beating the crap out of Vanessa. None of the other Masterclass members out here tonight. None of them decided to show up at ringside. It's just Vanessa and Adelaide going at it one-on-one here in this contest. You gotta wonder if there's something more sinister at play here, as Vanessa just drives the back of Adelaide's head into the thinly padded floor. Adeline now in a lot of trouble. Vanessa has her, scoops her up and sends her back first into the apron. That is the hardest part of the ring, ladies and gentlemen, in case you did not know. Vanessa throwing Adeline back into the ring now. Vanessa now has her lined up. Adeline in trouble. There's a nice drive-by kick from Vanessa as she is currently in control of this contest. Vanessa now going to take Adeline into the corner here. Adeline seeming to be in a lot of trouble at this moment in time. Vanessa just stomping a mud hole and walking it dry. You know, there used to be a time where Vanessa was more of a high, fast-paced wrestler. She has been more methodical as of late. As now Irish Whip. No! Adeline with the reversal. Ducks the line. Here comes Adelaide White-Winter wheelbarrow into a face buster. Nicely done. Hooks the leg here. Stacked up. Does Vanessa... Oh, no. I was going to say stacked up. Does Adeline have Vanessa? As we take a look at some of these replays here, Adeline coming right out of the gate with those mounted punches with the Luthez press. Will follow up with that damn cross body. And then that drop kick out of nowhere. Vanessa getting back into this contest with that body slam into the apron. This drive-by kick to the side of the head. However, Adeline would switch things back in her favor yet again. Look at that backflip. Clothesline missed. And then Adeline would hit perfectly with that wheelbarrow facebuster. Back live here. There's a snap suplex from Adeline. Floats over into the pin here. And he gets a 2. Adeline now taking Vanessa here. Gonna lock her into... Oh God, a hammerlock Fujiwara armbar being applied near the ropes, although Vanessa can't actually see the ropes, so she can't actually place she can't place her foot underneath the bottom rope or get there. Adeline kind of just blocking her path in a very bad way here, but Vanessa able to escape, rolling out of the submission hold. Ooh, missed with that super kick, but gets taken down with that clothesline. Adeline in full control at this moment. Vanessa and sends her down back first. Going to the top rope, high rent district. Goes Adelaide White-Winter. Looking for a front splash. No! Goodness gracious. Oh, and a drop kick to the knee. Vanessa might be doing the smart thing here. As she again goes for the basement drop kick. You take out the leg of Adeline, not only do you take away that speed, but you also take away that strength that she's known to have from points. We do know that, I believe, Adeline is a Nordic woman, and we know how powerful they are. Adeline, unfortunately, being a little... Oh my goodness gracious, just smashed her head into the apron! Dear Lord, that could have... You could legit knock someone out with a blow like that. I was going to say that Adeline might be on the shorter spectrum when it comes to, normal Nordic women, I believe, if I were to ask one Jason Brown, but don't let her size fool you. She is immensely powerful. But now Vanessa might be looking to take out that strength by taking out that leg of Adeline. And I have to admit, that's a pretty smart strategy. She takes out, again, it's what she has to do. Vanessa tossing her back into the ring now. Vanessa looking to follow up. Picks her up. Stacked up perfectly with that fisherman suplex. That's both arms hooked around the neck and the leg, but only gets a 2. Vanessa, though, continues her work over the leg of Adelaide, as she is in firm control of this contest right now. Vanessa just continuous with their onslaught of the leg here. Oi! Pretty much kicked her leg out of her leg with that one. Big time forearm smash and another forearm. Adelaide has Vanessa rocked here. Oh, but Vanessa, though, has her. There's a shin breaker into a dragon screw leg whip. Even after getting forearm right into the head, Vanessa stayed on her game plan. She did not wander one bit, as now she locks in a Texas cloverleaf. Adelaide in a lot of trouble here, as Vanessa adding more pressure to the legs and adding a bit more of her body weight on the back of Adelaide this time. Referee asking Adelaide what she wants to do here. Adelaide's going to crawl. She's going to make the crawl to the bottom rope, but can she actually reach it? Actually using a lot of core strength here to will herself to the bottom rope. Can she make it? Can she make it? Yes, she does. Was able to get there. As now Vanessa takes her and just kicks her right in the midsection. Vanessa just taunting Adelaide now. Vanessa knows she's in complete control and that Adelaide can do very little to stop her at this moment in time. But I would advise Vanessa not to get too cocky, because that could come up and bite her in the ass. Now you can see these kicks in the corner. Oh, wait a second. Adelaide getting the one-up on Vanessa, getting the punches in. No, wait. Vanessa now reversing. Back with the kicks. Adelaide again in trouble. Wait, no. Back into the corner goes Vanessa. Adelaide this time putting Vanessa on the top rope. What the hell does she have planned here? Oh my goodness gracious, from the top. Military press, down goes Vanessa. And now Adelaide setting up the Panther for something. Has her up. In the air, back suplex. No, turns around into a power bomb. Will this do it? No. Goodness me, a back suplex, a delayed back suplex turned into a power bomb. There's that strength of Adelaide I was talking about being put on full display. As now Adelaide calling Vanessa back to her feet. Vanessa slowly but surely trying to regain her bearings. It's now Adelaide continues to wait in the corner. But now here comes Adelaide White-Winter, gets caught! Big time! As she drives the back of her head into the canvas, but is still able to kick out as Adelaide White-Winter. Vanessa was able to turn the tides with that one, but she's got to stay on top of Adelaide. She's got to keep on the pressure. Vanessa down on the middle rope. No knees! Knees the canvas and a big kick to the side of the head. That could have very well been a knockout shot from Adelaide. That's now she's lining her up. Big time knee, no! Sliding knee doesn't get it. Super kick from out of nowhere. But Adelaide bumps back up to her feet. Chops into a drop kick off the ropes. Big time leaping lariat. Adelaide White-Winter now has her up on her shoulders. Rolling Death Valley driver for the victory here. No! Still only good enough for a 2. But Adelaide's got the right idea. Could she pull off a major upset by getting the victory over Vanessa here tonight? Vanessa back on the attack, or so I thought. Adelaide now rocking her with these forearm shots once again. Vanessa being knocked for a loop. As now Adelaide sends her to the outside. Oh, this does not look good for Vanessa, Jesus! Vanessa being taken out completely by that rolling senton from Adelaide White-Winter. Could we be moments away from Adelaide? Oh, wait, what the hell? Adelaide looking, oh, god damn it, it's Jen! What the hell does she mean? Oh god, on the Titantron! Oh, there's Samantha! Samantha Hart going after Tia Benson! Smashing her head with that steel chair. Meanwhile, Candice going after Casey. The Masterclass getting some revenge after what happened on the last episode of ZCW on YouTube, when Tia Benson and Casey B and Adelaide got the drop on them. And now they are returning the favor. Oh, you gotta be absolutely kidding me with this. Adelaide saw her own teammates get taken out there, but she's got to focus on the match. There's still count. The referee's at 8. Getting back in the ring. Wait a second. Vanessa's on the top. Vanessa's on the top. Oh my god. That damn top rope stunner as Adelaide was getting back into the ring. And has her up. There's the bloody claw. Bloody claw from Vanessa. This one is over. Unbelievable. I knew something was fishy when not even one member of the Masterclass came out, and it turns out my suspicion was right. Jen, Samantha, and Candice pretty much blindsiding Casey, Tia, and in a way Adelaide in this match. Adelaide pretty much had this match in her favor. She could have had it won. But then here comes Samantha, Jen, and Candice to once again do Vanessa's dirty work. Getting the jump on all three women. Then you can see that top rope stunner straight into the bloody claw. And Vanessa would secure her victory that way. Absolutely disgusting display by the Masterclass there. But I don't think they really give a damn. Vanessa was able to send her... Oh, wait a minute! Speaking of sending a message, she might be getting another message in the form of a super kick from the ZCW Women's Champion, Alexis Foon. And you know Alexis has been waiting to do that ever since Turmoil. Mess with the bull and you get the horns, Vanessa. You might be a Panther, but you might not be strong enough to take out the Platinum Athlete. Adam Cole looking to be a part of that mini tournament to see who fights Xander for the ZCW PRIDE Championship at Devastation, along with Pot, Lil Jazz, and Daniel Makabe. We'll get more information as that goes on, but right now we've got singles competition up next. There you can see in the ring right now, that is the newcomer by the name of Alex Ryder. And oh boy, does he have quite the task ahead of him. Because, yeah, this man is, to say this man is not happy would be an understatement. A very big understatement. So there he is. Current VW World Champion, the Determination Machine, Malik Brown. Man we have not seen since ZCW Turmoil. Man we have not heard from since ZCW Turmoil. Because you have to remember, back at Turmoil, the man was moments away from winning that six-pack challenge and becoming #1 contender for the ZCW World Championship. And then who should make a surprise appearance and lay out Malik Brown? None other than the former AEW World Champion himself, Jon Moxley. We have been wondering why Moxley decided to target Malik of all people. I'm more than sure that Malik's been wondering why Moxley decided to target him. But that's going to have to come later. Right now, Malik's going to have to focus on this one-on-one contest between Alex Ryder. Oh my God! Well, good night, Irene. It's over. Just like that, Malik Brown not in the mood to play games here tonight. A very, very quick showing there for Malik Brown. Someone want to get the smelling salts for Alex Ryder? That'd be great. You can still see the look on his face. He is still not happy. He's now, he's got a microphone. Well, Malik just pretty much getting right to it, straight to the point. He wants John out here, and he wants him now. Oh, wait a minute. That is not the music of one Jon Moxley, but instead, that is the music of the Messiah known as Seth Rollins. I mean, make no mistake about it, if there's one person who knows Moxley better than anyone here in ZCW, it's that man right there. But you gotta honestly wonder, what in the hell is he doing out here? Seth not scheduled to be, well, here tonight. I mean, after what happened, you know, with Hit Kid and what happened back with Needham back at Turmoil and what happened with Pain on the last episode of ZCW on YouTube, I know that this man is also not the happiest. But something tells me that actually coming out here and interrupting a man like Malik, it isn't the smartest idea, but I don't think Rollins is really concerned about that at the moment, as now he's getting in the ring. Oh, he's getting in his face. Oh no. Oh God. Oh God! Well, Seth said the magic words, and Malik was happy to oblige. These two hotheads basically just combusting here tonight on our debut episode of Destruction. And Seth might have made the biggest mistake of his life. Now, here comes Malik. No! This is with the jet winding. Oh, and Seth goes low. Seth went low, and down went Malik. Rollins now taking full advantage, and now going to hit him with the curb stomp. Seth might have just invoked the wrath of Malik Brown with this one act. But with everything else that's going on, how will Needham and Moxley play into this? It's like a four-way of absolute chaos.
match after another and made me into the woman I am now.
Screw you, Rachel! You want to screw you straight to hell!
I don't know who the hell you are or where you came from, but you got the wrong person. I'm Queen Cobra.
Well, we're back after all that. Walter pretty much saying that the oppression just a big weapon for Luka Khan, and come Devastation, is he going to prove that he can be his own man, or is he just going to be a follower forever? We're going to have more on that later as we get ready for women's tag team competition coming up next. As there you can see the Vixens of Carnage on the left. That is Tia Schultz, current CCL Breakthrough Women's Champion, alongside her, I believe it is nephew, one Mikasa. She is the youngest out of the entire show. The last time we saw the Vixens of Carnage, though, it was on the last episode of ZCW on YouTube, where Hit Kid had granted them a shot at the ZCW Women's Tag Team titles against the Masterclass, that being, I believe it was Jen and Samantha. The Vixens of Carnage, while coming up short in that contest, again proving themselves to be quite the formidable tag team. I mean, it could literally only take one win, one big victory for the Vixens of Carnage before they are actually to get the ball rolling here in ZCW. I believe that Mikasa and Tia possess a lot to be desired here. And they only need to learn how to put it together here in ZCW in order to, really become that great tag team that we might be talking about in the next 5 years. Well, here come their opponents. Last time we saw this woman was back at Turmoil, where she gave a hard-fought effort to win Alexis Foon for the ZCW Women's Championship. However, she, as well as, the Vixens of Carnage came short in that match. And now Toni Storm just looking to get some momentum going yet again, coming off of her loss from Turmoil. Thankfully for her, she's got some backup in order for that to happen. The current NXT Women's Champion, one of the most prolific women's wrestlers to come out of the 21st century in a long time, none other than Io Shirai. We've seen Io Shirai a few times back when in ZCW. She faced off against Elizabeth Frieza on the one and only episode of the VIP section. However, it was back a few months ago when Toni Storm would bring Io Shirai back into the ZCW household by adding her as her tag partner in the ZCW Women's Tag Team Championship tournament. Unfortunately, they were eliminated in the semifinals against the Masterclass. But now, after Toni Storm coming up short at Turmoil, these two could finally find their way back in contention for those tag team titles. So here we go. Oh my god, and straight out of the gate, Toni Storm not wasting any time as we are starting off with Toni and Mikasa. Toni Storm going to teach this young woman a lesson, to say the very least. You know for a fact Storm's still probably seething about that loss back in Turmoil and having to, just I just wait in the background as we were trying to get everything situated after Turmoil went off the air. I mean, ZCW kind of went on hiatus for a little bit. Toni Storm had a lot of time to stew in her anger. But now she gets to let out that anger here tonight as she is just going to work on that arm of Mikasa. Mikasa now being sent into the corner. Tag out to Io. There's a snapmare. Io going off the ropes here. Big time boot to the face. Io Shirai now going for the pin. Tia quickly breaking up that pinfall attempt. Mikasa might be in a lot of trouble here. Io Shirai now with the big time shots to the chest. Mikasa actually able to block that one. Big time forearm. Another one. And another. Whoa, missed that shot to the back. Snapmare. And a drop kick to the side of the head. Io Shirai now bringing her back into the middle of the ring. Up and down. Right on that arm as well. Continue to work on the arm. Does Io and Toni as Toni comes back into the ring. Toni now locking in an arm bar here on Mikasa. Could be looking for the tap out early. We saw Toni Storm heavily favorite that arm of Alexis during her match back at Turmoil. Is now looking to apply the same strategy to Mikasa Schultz in this tag match. Mikasa was able to get out of it. Mikasa now trying to go for a kick to the midsection. Toni had it scouted out. Toni going after the leg this time with the dragon screw leg whip. Every single time Mikasa tries to get something going, she is just stuffed immediately. Toni now kicks her into the corner. Just drives her boot straight into the chest and into the abdomen. Mikasa's just being worked over here. Irish whip into the corner. Toni Storm now looking for, a go to hospital. Doesn't get anything on it. And now Mikasa with the sling blade. Mikasa now taking out both Toni and Io there. As now Mikasa springboard. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm not entirely sure she got everything she wanted with that springboard, but she got enough in which that took out Toni, but she might have took herself out in the process. As now Toni Storm looking to capitalize here. Has her. Key lock applied. Looking to go back after that arm. But Mikasa with shots to the midsection. Getting out of that quickly. Wait, no! Spinning heel kick from out of nowhere. And now Mikasa sends Toni into the corner. Tag out to Tia. Big time kicks. This kick combination here from Tia Schultz and Mikasa. And a drop kick sends Io down. The Schultz family in firm control at this very moment in time. They gotta keep on the pressure. Toni Storm rocked in the ropes. Big slaps there. As now, goodness gracious, what a drop kick from Tia. Toni Storm in a lot of trouble. Irish whip into the corner. Tia Schultz now big time knee. Falls up with the bulldog. Io trying to get in, but gets caught with that rock bottom. That signature rock bottom, and now Tia Schultz looking for Dark Pulse. No! Toni Storm gets out of it. Toni now, schoolgirl. Nothing there. And now Toni has Tia. No. It's out of whatever. Toni was looking for that big time springboard forearm smash. Tia Schultz. Oh, what in the hell is this? Tia and Mikasa now on the top. Oh my God! Swanton! Elbow drop! Combination! That has to do it! Oh my goodness, no! I was for sure that was going to be a 3 count. That Swanton elbow drop combination. The Vixens of Carnage were just moments away from getting their first victory here in ZCW. Look at this. Off the ropes, hits her with that sling blade. You can see she followed up with that knee bulldog combination. But look at this. Off the ropes, both of them. Swanton bomb, elbow drop combo. And now Tia is setting up Toni Storm for something here. But wait a second, look out for Io Shirai! The Joshi Judas coming into play. As now Tia trying to go after Io. Io blocks her. Oh, but Tia shaking off the cobwebs. Takes her out that time. But wait a second. Wasn't focused on Toni, and that was a big mistake as she hits her with a German suplex. Io was able to successfully distract Tia Schultz there. And now Toni looking for some. Wait a second, no! Mikasa! Saying turnabout is fair play with a springboard dropkick to the back of the head of Toni Storm that time. Michinoku driver! And now Tia! Springboard Swanton! Will they actually have it here? One! No! Io was quick to break it up that time. Oh, and another cheap shot from Io. Coming back into the ring, looking for a cutter. No, doesn't get it. Big kick, slap, knee. And another kick. Oh my god, it sweeps the leg that time. Tag out to Mikasa. And now here comes Mikasa. Wait, no, she got caught. She got caught. Big time German suplex from Toni. And now Toni has Tia. Big time pile driver. There's the strong zero. And Tia rolling out to the outside. And that is not good news if your name is Mikasa Schultz. There's now Toni Storm looking for Storm Zero now. Storm Zero. No! Mikasa was able to get out of it with that Hurricane Rana counter. Oh, she's got Storm dazed. She has Toni Storm dazed here. Going off the ropes. Ducks down. Has her Hurricane Rana once again. Mikasa getting the ball rolling, but she's got to capitalize right now. Telling Toni to get back to her feet. Mikasa now has her. No, she doesn't. Toni lands on her feet there. Toni with the snap regalplex. Will this be it? No! Toni Storm almost having it there. Storm, now what does she have in mind here? Waiting for, oh wait a minute. You hear the crowd going crazy. Oh wait, what the hell? What is that? That's Roxy! That's Roxy Cushion. What is this? Hashtag push the Kush. What in the hell? Roxy was the woman who faced Alexis Flynn for the ZCW Women's Championship on the last episode of ZCW on YouTube. Wait a minute! And now Toni Storm was distracted! Storm was distracted! And now Mikasa! High elevated Samoan driver 2! Oh my god! Roxy Kush Hayes! I don't know if it was intentional or not, but she just cost Toni Storm this contest, and she pretty much gave the victory, their first victory, to the Vixens of Carnage. Oh my goodness! Look at this. Toni Storm looked like she was single-handedly going to take charge of this contest back. That strong zero there, you can see that snap regalplex, but this momentary distraction by Roxy Kush Hayes, where the hell did she even come from? And how did she get into the crowd? Well, whatever the case, it was enough to distract Tony Storm, and in doing so, the Vixens of Carnage have picked up their first win here in ZCW. An absolute feel-good moment here for Mikasa and Tia Schultz. Well, it looks like it is official. We will have a one-on-one contest between Andre Barnett and AJ Styles at Devastation. AJ's last match here in ZCW. You know, Andre is currently competing in the Most Wanted tournament, so he will not be here on the next couple of tapings for ZCW, but we wish him luck, and hopefully he will be ready come Devastation. But for right now, here comes a man that everyone's been wondering about ever since his phenomenal performance against Sami Zayn back at Turmoil for that ZCW World Champion, because he is none other than the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura. Back at Turmoil is like we saw the Nakamura of old when he took Sami Zayn to his very limit. Unfortunately, he came up a bit short at Turmoil, but he showed that he could still go. The king of strong style is still here, and he is alive in ZCW. And now after his loss to Sami Zayn, you gotta wonder where his mind's at. What is next for Shinsuke Nakamura here in ZCW? And Nakamura pretty much saying that he is far from finished here in DC. Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Are we absolutely doing this right now? Well, there's one half of the current ZCW Tag Team Champions. One half of the new scene, that being Adrian Klein. Coming out here for what reason? I have no freaking idea. The new scene pretty much came at Turmoil and pretty much stole those damn titles from the Oppression and Micah. And ever since then have been a constant pain in my ass. What the hell could Klein what could he possibly want? Damn right I didn't. What? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Cameras! Cameras! Lance Cassidy! Jesus Christ, coming from behind. I should have known. I should have had a guess that this was going to happen. Lance Cassidy pretty much blindsiding Shinsuke Nakamura while his back was turned. And the new scene taking this time to absolutely... Oh, no, long dog! Jesus! The new scene disrespecting one of our most legendary performers, one of the most legendary performers in all of professional wrestling, in Shinsuke Nakamura, and showing an absolute lack of respect. Because that's what the new scene is all about. They have no damn respect for anyone or anything. As now Klein with that damn knee. And that high fly flow from Big Lance Cassidy. This is a damn joke. This is a damn joke. Klein and Cassidy pretty much ruining this moment that was meant for Nakamura and making it all about themselves as usual. If there is a God above, then something will be done about the new scene. Because something has to at this point. This is getting ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us for our first episode of ZCW Destruction. Obviously, more is coming here to the Zaiah Wrestling Corner YouTube channel. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like ZCW Destruction. As we are now going to run down what you can expect on the next episode of Destruction. Adam Cole and Macabre will go at it in the first round of this mini ZCW Pride Championship tournament. On the next episode of Destruction. Meanwhile, we will have tag team competition as the Cash Money Hooligans return, and another form of a tag team returns as Sami Zayn and AJ Styles look to reunite to take on the young upcoming tag team. And after what happened on this episode of Destruction, Mac Waters pretty much making this one official. Seth Rollins taking on Malik Brown for the first time ever. After what happened, what can we expect from those two? And also, Guerrilla Bedlam, you heard her earlier. She's calling out one Lauren Ridgefield, and she is not looking to take no for an answer. She is looking for an answer from Lauren come the next episode of ZCW Destruction. It is now time for our main event of the evening. So there you can see a very hungry Tiny Tank. That being one Braydon Goldman. You heard Goldman before the break. Ever since the Megaton division started, he wanted to have a chance to prove himself here against the biggest and the baddest men to ever step foot in a professional wrestling ring. This is now Braydon's biggest opportunity to date as he goes up against the Savage. Probably the most infamous wrestler coming out of the year 2020. The belt collector of the VWU. Current CCL World Champion, VW Hartfield Champion, CCL Tag Team Champion. A man who has won titles pretty much everywhere he's went. Former Call All-Stars Tag Team Champion before losing those belts to the egotistical bastards back at the last World Tour. Jamal Bedlam is a man with a very busy schedule, but he is a man that is willing to carry that weight and lift it up on his shoulders. Tonight he has the chance to fight for another championship, that being the ZCW Megaton Championship. And you know that after what happened back at the ZCW New Dawn Pro Big Boy Special, after getting that victory over Darren Payne, even though it was by very questionable methods thanks to Walter of all people, I know for a fact Jamal Bedlam has not forgotten that. So either way, this man is riding on a wave of momentum. But will that wave of momentum be able to stop the Tiny Tank? Braydon Goldman has been in ZCW for a long time. Practically been here since the beginning. However, even with all that experience, will that be enough to take out a man that has pretty much been on a roll for the entirety of 2021? We are going to have to find out. You see Braydon Goldman. You can see Jamal Bedlam. And there you go. Rings the bell, does the referee. Our main event of the evening, Braydon Goldman and Jamal Bedlam fighting for that #1 contender spot for the ZCW Megaton title. Both men tying up as Jamal's got a waist lock here. Jamal now, wait a second, no. Braydon was able to quickly escape it and turn it into a waist lock of his own, puts him down, and now into a side headlock here. Braydon Goldman's got that low center of gravity, and he uses that to his advantage every single time he's in the contest. The man, he has stated he's not the biggest man in the fight, but pound for pound, he might be the strongest man in ZCW, and it's hard to disagree with him. It's one thing that Jamal Bedlam's going to have to look out for in this contest is that strength of Braydon Goldman. Also going to have to look out for Payton Gold. That double underhook implant buster that he likes to implement. Meanwhile, Braydon's going to have to look out for the Old Bay Lariat and the Savage Cyclone, because we know if Jamal hits either one of those moves, that could spell the end of it. Oh my goodness. Well, the tiny tank just ran straight into a Savage, and the Savage pretty much won out on that exchange. Another collar and elbow tie up here. Goldman able to get the side headlock. Jamal now going to take the time, going to use his strength to push him off onto the ropes. This time a shoulder tackle of his own. Takes down Braydon Goldman. Goldman, though, drops down, leapfrogs over. Looking for a belly-to-belly suplex. No. Jamal is able to pop his hips, get out of it. Going off the ropes again. Wait a second. Goldman going off the ropes. Oh! Big-time clothesline does not take Jamal off his feet. And you can see Jamal just bracing for more. Goldman not being able to take Jamal Bedlam down to the canvas. Oh, wait a second. And now just goes for the snapmare into the chin lock. Braydon Goldman playing it smart that time. Saw that his power strikes weren't working, deciding to wear out Jamal. Oh, but Jamal going to power his way out of this hold now. Elbow shots to the midsection. Kick to the midsection that time. And another one. Jamal is completely disorienting Braydon Goldman with these kicks. Was looking for a Uranagi, it seemed. Braydon having a counter for it. And now Goldman has Jamal Bedlam up in the air. doing some squats along with it. Stalling suplex. Down goes Jamal Bedlam. Now Goldman into the pin here. Only getting a 1 count though. Jamal popping back to his feet, but Goldman not going to waste any time. Braydon Goldman sends him up against the ropes. Big punches to the midsection. Goldman now has him in his sights. Big time landed. That time it took down Jamal. Cover here, hooks the leg, the 2, no. And normally we see Jamal Bedlam throw up those lariats. But that time he was taken completely off his feet by Braydon Goldman. Goldman capitalizes with that back suplex. Now taking Jamal by the back of his head here. Having him set up against the rope, sending him to the outside. You know for a fact Guerrilla Black's got to be in the back watching this one closely. He's going to face either one of these men come Devastation. Jamal gets a quick shot to the midsection. Goes for a lariat of his own. So does Goldman. Both men missing there. Goldman now rush again. But gets caught with a pop-up punch to the face. Courtesy of Jamal Bedlam. And now Jamal taking Goldman here. What the hell does he have planned? Has him up and down with that Uranagi into the barricade. Referee still making the count. Jamal sending Goldman back into the ring though. Goldman still grabbing at his back there, still feeling the effects of that Uranagi into the steel barricade. Jamal just plants him with that tilt-a-whirl slam into a cover here. No. Jamal now going to take the time to wear out Goldman now. Braydon Goldman now could be in a lot of trouble. Jamal, wait, no. Goldman is able to escape out of the hold. Oh, but gets caught. And now Jamal has him. German suplex. Tossing him right on his back. Take a look at some of these replays. Here you can see this amazing stalling suplex. That amazing show of strength from Braydon Goldman. And then Goldman was able to take Jamal Bedlam down to the floor with that lariat. However, Jamal would shift the tides with that pop-up punch to the head, followed up with that Uranagi into the barricade, and would continue his assault with that German suplex. Very physical contest, to say the very least, as we expected between these two. Jamal planning him with that amateur-style takedown. Jamal now up once again. Down goes Braydon Goldman. Jamal Bedlam now just having his way with Goldman at this very moment in time. Jamal looking for something here. Side headlock, but Goldman was able to punch his way out of the hold. Big time uppercut again. Has him disoriented. And now looking for a butterfly suplex. Nicely done from Goldman. Goldman now picking up Bedlam. Sends him into the corner. Just driving his shoulders into the midsection of Jamal Bedlam. And now with the running cannonball senton into the corner. Hooking the leg here. New #1 contender on deck. No. Goldman now calling Jamal back to his feet. What could he be looking for here? Oh, could be looking for that capture suplex. That signature capture suplex that Goldman is known for using, but Jamal had it scouted. Irish whip off the ropes. Big time knee just decking him in the face with that knee, and now looking for the black eye. Black eye connects. He's not going to do it though. No, it's not. Jamal signaling this could be the end though. Might possibly looking, oh no. Could be looking for Charm City Bomb. No. That damn Charm City Bomb. And that would have connected. That could have ended it. But now Braydon Goldman, shoulder block. Another shoulder block. Down goes Jamal Bedlam. Wait a second. No. Catches himself on the apron. And now the tiny tank heading to the high ring district and hits him with the double axe handle. Goldman now starting to find his groove yet again. Calling Jamal back to his feet. Looking for the capture suplex. Middle of the ring. Will this do it? Will we have a new number one contender? No. Not just yet. Could be looking for paid in gold. Paid in gold. And if he hits it, it could be over. No, waistlock. Jamal Bedlam now has him. Backdrop driver right on his head. Picking him up immediately. Jamal now. Sit out pile driver. Puts the leg. 1, 2, go. Jamal Bedlam with that backdrop driver, pile driver combination there. I could have saw any other normal man, any other normal human being would have stayed down for the 3. Unfortunately, that is no other human being. That is the tiny tank, ladies and gentlemen. He is as tenacious and as resilient as they come, but Jamal might be looking to beat that resiliency right out of him. Spear! No! Blocking that spear. And now Goldman kick to the midsection. Now has him up for a gory special. A gory special here. You can just see him reaching on the arms and stretching out that back as well. See the core strength of Braydon Goldman coming into play. That is 270 plus pounds of man he is keeping up in midair. And now Goldman now. Oh, wait a second. No, elbow with the arm drag counter. Very unorthodox from Jamal, but wait a minute. No, sleeper hold. He follows right back up with a sleeper hold. And now could be looking to choke out Braydon Goldman. He's got nowhere to go. Now look at this. Drops down with it. The legs wrapped around the waist of Goldman and could be looking for the pass out victory. Goldman's got nowhere to go, and Jamal Bedlam's not letting go of this hold. What is going to happen here? Referee might have to make a decision. No. Look at the power of Braydon Goldman. Unlocking the grasp of that hold. Oh, headbutt. And another headbutt. Those signature savage headbutts from Jamal. Oh, no. Fireman's kick. Counter into another big time lariato. Oh, no. There's no way. There's no way deadlifting him from the ground into a military press. Are you for real? He said he was the strongest on the roster, and by God, he is proving it right now in this matchup. Has Jamal, back drop driver. The hook of the leg, the 1, the 2, but that's still only good enough for a 2 count. Oh my God, what the hell is it going to take to put either one of these men away? Goldman, Northern Lights. Oh my God, look at the athleticism now, along with the strength. 2, Northern Light suplexes in a row, but that's still only good enough for a 2. What does Goldman have to do? Wait a second. Wheel barrel face buster. Oh, wait, what the hell is this? What in the unholy hell is this? It's like a glam stretch. This shades of Beth Phoenix with this glam stretch, and he's got it locked in. How in the hell is he even doing this? The girth of Jamal Bedlam you would think would be too much, but not for the tiny tank, ladies and gentlemen. He is just simply built different. Jamal Bedlam, I don't know, he might have to tap here. He's got nowhere to go, or so I thought. Elbow! 3 elbows to the head. Oh my God, and that might have knocked Goldman for a loop, and if that did it, that boot did. That big boot coming from out of nowhere. And now Jamal having him, hitting him with that neck breaker. That very ravishing neck breaker, to say the very least. You know, what in the hell is Jamal doing? Jamal's actually going to the top. Wait a minute! Braydon just popped up back to his feet! And now Goldman! Goldman now! Has him! He did the deal! And now Goldman, with the best opportunity that he has had all match. Kick to the midsection. Has him up. Running. Liger bomb. 2. No. Braydon Goldman. That running Liger bomb wasn't enough. What on earth does he have to do to beat Jamal Bedlam? Going off the ropes here. Going for a line, but gets taken down by Jamal. Up. He goes. Charm City bomb, the 1, the 2. No! My goodness gracious, are you kidding me? How on earth was that not it? Obey! No! Obey Larry didn't get it. Big time powerbomb once again from Goldman. 2. No! But into the DCA special. The Boston crowd add another time to gnarly spill because Goldman is looking to make Jamal Bedlam tap out with the DCA special. Will he be able to do it? Will Goldman just be moments away from becoming the new #1 contender for the ZCW Megaton Championship? Will he be able to do it? No! Not just yet. Dear Lord. What a contest. Oh, what a kick. And now, oh, wait, no. Big punch to the head. And now both men going shot for shot. Oh, blocked the head, both the uppercut. Turns him around. Oh, has him on. Hooked up. Paid. And, oh my God. That's it. That is it. There's the 2. This one is not over. Are you kidding me? What the hell do you mean that was 2? Goldman just hit the painted goal into the ropes and Jamal kicked out. Turns him around. Looking for it again. Now Jamal with the elbow that time. Oh, man, lariat. The 1. The 2. No, are you kidding me? This is unbelievable. Jamal throwing up the X. Picking up Goldman. Up on his shoulders. Savage Cyclone. This one is over. Jesus Christ, what a match. give a round of applause for both men in this contest. They gave it everything they had. Both men with incredible amounts of strength and fortitude, bringing their all into this contest. Braydon Goldman tried everything. He literally tried everything. Just painted gold into the ropes, and that still wasn't enough. But that Old Bay lariat into the Savage Cyclone never fails, and it will not fail Jamal Bedlam here tonight, as he will go on to face Guerrilla Black for that Megaton title at Devastation. Jamal Bedlam has just secured himself a spot at Devastation for the Megaton title. After an absolute war against Braydon Goldman. And Guerrilla Black, I hope you were paying attention, because that's what you're going to have to deal with come Devastation. The Savage is coming for that belt. I don't even know if Guerrilla Black's going to be... Oh, speaking of which, there's the champ himself. And I think he's welcoming the challenge that is Jamal Bedlam. Well, we're going to see these two go at it. I have been Zaiah Morgan. That's going to wrap it up for us here on our first episode of Destruction. Ladies, oh my God, what the hell? Archer! Lance Archer! Coming from out of nowhere again, are you kidding me? This is the same thing he did, oh my God, back in Turmoil when he took out Mil Muertes. And now Lance Archer standing on the apron, lining up Jamal Bedlam. Jamal looking for the Ope Lariat, nobody home. And now Archer has him by the throat. Oh, good God. Big time choke slam. Lance Archer, the Murder Hawk monster, now going for the EBD claw. That damn EBD claw, the same claw he used to take out Mil Muertes, is now being used on the Savage. What in the hell is going on? And he is not letting go. You can see Jamal just fading into unconsciousness. Lance Archer. What in the hell are we witnessing here? Can anybody stop the Murder Hawk monster?